5 years ago today, the city of Kearney plus surrounding towns, including Wood River, Gibbon, and Holdridge, all saw historic flooding.
Here's a recap from some of our coverage describing the nightmarish situation, one for the record books.
Well, a good Tuesday morning to you. Breaking in, I know it's sunny outside, but we have to give you a live look from our NTV Skywatch drone at what can only be described as unprecedented flooding that is occurring right now on the south side of Kearney. And the best way I can describe this, in my opinion, is unprecedented. I've never seen water even remotely like this on the south side of Kearney. Law enforcement is here. They're directing traffic, trying to help people, get through this, but the water is building up onto 2nd Avenue. Yanni Park is completely submerged right now. The water is overflowing the canal. Look at the vehicles. These cars are almost completely submerged. And just look at it all the way back to the north, now flowing over 2nd Avenue. There are numerous hotels in this area, and these people are having to be evacuated on the front of payloaders. They are busing evacuees from the hotels to the Salvation Army in Kearney. They are rescuing people using payloaders. And can we just real quick give a shout out to the local law enforcement, the emergency managers, to everybody who is taking part in this. Thank you for what you are doing. There's an airboat traversing through a parking lot in South Kearney right now, all right? This isn't the Everglades, folks. There is an airboat. Look at the vehicles that are submerged. I would love to talk to this person and ask if they ever in their right mind thought they'd use that airboat to go through the parking lots on the south side of Kearney. Whoever's driving that, a big thank you. And I keep using the word unprecedented because in my years that I have been here, I've been here a little while now, I have never seen anything like that.
Stumbling through the water, this man tried to cross a road that had become a river. As we zoom in, we see him lose his footing and go down.
He tried to cross the water that has a pretty brisk current, and his legs, he lost his footing and fell in the water.
Police officer Brad Newell was there as a bystander grabbed the man, and Officer Newell helped drag him to safety.
Grab him and pull him out.
The National Weather Service says it only takes 6 inches of water to knock a grown man from his feet. And only 12 inches can move a car. Yet many continued down 2nd Avenue in Kearney while businesses sent employees home.
A lot of companies are getting evacuated all around. This is absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. I live just right over behind Taco Bell, and yeah, I can't believe what's going on right now.
Sean Thomas rescued a pair of ground squirrels as he watched the flood develop in minutes.
Came out maybe 15 minutes ago, and it was a river.
As quickly as it came on, it appeared to catch many off guard, doing their daily business as police tried to close the road.
If everybody would just stay at home and stay out of the water, that's what we want.
Kind of a sad day in Kearney.
A community that's developed a major hospitality complex suffers a blow as water rushes towards hotels on the south end of Kearney. Eunice Hospitality alone owns 8 hotels and a large convention center. Now the head of the Visitors Bureau says they will have to deal with the aftermath of flooding.
We're going to lose some sleeping rooms for several weeks. And of course, summer is a busy time for us. Activities like the cruise night and other things going on. We're going to have to scramble to get those put back into production.
Roger Jasnock was the last one out of the Chamber Center, evacuating after he saw floodwaters rise while running errands.
And I noticed the creek was rather high, and expecting that. I came back a half an hour later, and water was already across Central Avenue.
Dozens of fast food restaurants, banks, and retail operations do business along 2nd Avenue. Many closed as the water rose.
A lot of companies are getting evacuated all around.
The long-term damage remains to be seen. First, they wait for the water to recede so the cleanup can begin. Steve White, NTV News, Kearney.
As Steve reported, hotels near the interstate in Kearney now evacuated. After floodwaters rose this morning, people in that area were surprised how quickly the water rose, flooding businesses, hotels, streets.
I went out for a little ride to look at the river, and when I came back, I was back for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I looked out my window, and this whole area was inundated with water. It didn't take any time to do it.
While people watch the water levels rise before their eyes, City Manager Mike Morgan says the water came from a nearby creek.
Well, certainly the cause is the significant amount of rain, especially west of Kearney. And that water comes through this way through the Turkey Creek distribution system. And so we're not sure if it'll continue to rise or what the status of that will be.
A catastrophic event hitting Kearney, and it's affecting a lot of people throughout the town. We're here at UNK's Centennial Towers West. Dave Griek, joined by Kevin Klopak. And Kevin, you live in town. How has this flood affected you?
Well, I live at 1010 E Avenue, and our entire block's basically an island within Kearney. There's 6 to 12 inches of water in the streets surrounding us. And we were told we were going to have to evacuate just shy of 11:30 this morning.
And Kevin, at what point did you think this might be a possibility that your place would be flooded out?
Really not until about 1:15, 1:30, my wife had called and let me know that the police had cordoned off the 11th and E and to the 2nd Avenue, and they were saying there's a possibility we'd have to evacuate at that time.
So now you're unable to return home. Where do you go from here?
Right now, we're just thankful we have a place to stay here at CGW. Hopefully, if the water recedes, we'll go back to our house. If not, we'll have to see about maybe going to relatives' places outside the city.
And when there's forecast for rain, more rain tonight, that can't really lift your spirits at this point. So how are you staying strong and being able to even have a conversation with me?
Well, thinking that at least our island is still there is the main hope for us. And we've only had it for a year, so it's hard to think that our new house could be gone in a heartbeat should Mother Nature choose to do so.
We're hoping that she doesn't. Kevin, I appreciate you, man. Best of luck.